Hey guys, welcome back to Quail Creek Country Club. My name is Gus Barchers and I'm the head golf professional here. We're on number 9 at Quail Golf Course, so it's looking pretty good. We're getting out of our aerification schedules here and we're getting all tuned up for season. Today though, I wanted to talk about squaring the club face, right? Is it an action or is it a result of something else? Are we actively trying to square it in our golf swing, or are we trying to do something else that ends up squaring the golf club in its correlation? So what I want to talk to you is that you're going to have a lot of old school teachers and they're going to teach you about swinging the golf club with their arms and their hands and squaring it by rolling your forearms. There's a lot of guys who are teaching that, and it was a very old school way to think about the golf swing. A lot of that roll has to do with the fact of the equipment being what it was, right? We had balls that spun too much that you had to control the trajectory of. We had clubs that were all built different. Fitting was not even an idea. You went in there and you got a set of clubs and your pro would build it for you, and that was that. That was your set of golf clubs. Now the technology in the golf ball and the clubs has grown so much that all those things are a little bit different. Now a lot of young teachers are teaching about squaring with the body, right? How do we rotate the torso in a way that helps the club face square? They're going to teach the club face maintaining its squareness to the tilted plane. So that means that it's square here, and then it's square there. There's actually no rolling of the forearms, right? Here's the thing, people, is that one of them is right for you. They're not both right for you, and you do something well in your golf swing that we're going to try to draw upon when you come to Quail Creek. So if you're really fast with the body, like myself, I'm going to rotate really hard with my chest, then we're going to work a lot on your hands and your arms and getting those in front of you. And if you're not so fast with the body, you make a small turn, you get really armsy, you have a lot of breakdowns, well then we're going to work on rotating to get the club face to square, right? So you can be both. You can be one way this week, and the next way you can be with your arms and your hands the next week. So what I want to talk to you about though today is the only thing that really matters, which is getting the club to impact in a square or slightly open or slightly closed position. That's it. The pros are within 4 degrees on TrackMan of their path, left, right, or at the target, right? And their club face is also within 4 degrees of their path, okay? That's how the tour pros hit it. So a lot of the time you see shots that curve off to the left, curve off to the right. You're going, how is this happening? We're going to take your path and we're going to take your club face and we're going to get them closer together. If we can do that, then you're going to see straighter shots on the golf course, okay? So I think squaring the club is both. You can do it with your body or you can do it with your arms, but it all depends on who you are as a person. So when we go to hit this shot, right, what I'm looking to do here is I'm looking for that golf club to get to a slightly leaned or vertical position through the ball while I maintain my posture. What that means is that my posture has to be maintained in my tilt, whatever my tilt is, whether it's 30 degrees, 20 degrees, 25, it doesn't matter. It has to be maintained, and I've got to release that golf club on that posture line. Okay, so if I slow this down, you're going to see a person who's going to keep their club face square to my plane here, here, and here. I'm going to square it with rotation. Okay, so I get here, set up, I find my target, good, squaring with rotation. Okay, it's a pretty good shot there. Started on my target line, had a little fade to it, so I'm going to see a little bit of an open club face, or a club face that's pointed a little right of my path. That's all that was. But otherwise, it hit my target. I'm going to be on the green. I'm going to be pretty happy with that golf shot. Okay, the next player that comes to me That's a player who's going to try to square with their body. The next player that comes to me is going to be squaring with how they release the golf club. Okay, so their body isn't going to rotate as much. They're still going to time it at the bottom, but they're going to do more with their hands. Okay, this is a much more older, more traditional style of play. You'll see players who do this on tour still, like VJ is a big proponent of this. He'll go toe up to toe up, right? So you'll see that big rotation from toe up through the strike back to toe up, where his arms are pretty much rolling. Okay, so if we do that, you're going to see those players typically are going to be more vertical in their plane, less bent over, higher handle, right? They're going to be more vertical, and they're going to try to roll their forearms through the shot. So that's going to be okay. Now, I didn't hit that one as well, and that's not a shot that I'm going to try to do a lot of, because my tendency is to rotate well, so I'm going to try to square with my body. Okay, but it is a shot that's won major championships. Okay, so you could be one or two people. You could square with the body or you could square with the arms, but either way, if you're hitting crooked golf shots on the golf course, we first have got to get your path down to a reasonable number, and then we have to get your club face close to that path. That's how you square the golf club. Thanks for tuning in.